not peak river conditions with runoff, but it's pretty friggin' gnarly already. Water is really stained, and you're only going to find fish in very limited locations at this time of year. You really gotta just hit the edges and hope you can find something that's on the hunt, because it's a little tough. But the ones usually that you find that are trying to eat this time of year with these kind of water conditions are typically pretty friggin' good fish. So we're going to cover a little bit of water here and see if we can't find a fish that wants to party. Got one to grab it. Grab the tube jig. It feels really small. Unless he's just coming right up at me. Can't tell. He didn't hit it super hard, so. Yeah, it's a little rainbow. Hell, like 8 fish at this point in time, I'm happy with. Not one of those big brownies we're looking for, but hell. Nice little wild Truckee River bow right there. 12-inch fish. I love these suckers. He just grabbed that tube jig. Pretty fish. It's not the size we're looking for. Hopefully we get one big one that wants to do the deed here. And I think I misjudged the water conditions, because the water is moving pretty fast, but it's not as stained as I thought it would be with these warm temps. So a fish or two might see it. What I'm throwing at them here today. I actually brought probably too many of those little flashy, gaudy looking things that you typically throw when the water is super stained. Try to get them interested. I don't think I'm going to need that today. I think I'm probably just going to stick with the jigs. But it's good that there's at least one in here that wanted to bite. Shiznit. Feels good to get a fish on. It's been a minute. There is a absolute poop load of aquatic vegetation though. That last fish took it when I was kind of holding the current and jigging it, holding it from the upstream, jigging it back up towards me, almost directly back at me, and it's hard to keep your lure or jig weed free because there's just so much shit in the river right now. But if you can do it, I have a feeling at least a day like today, there's a chance a fish is going to see it. I can see all the way down to the bottom here got a good 2.5 feet of visibility, maybe 3 feet. So a whole hell of a lot more than I thought there was going to be out here. Got one right here on the bank. He's a good one. He hammered right on the bank. Big brown. Big brown. Monster brown. If I can't see him good enough, please stay on. Please stay on. Right in the top lip of his mouth. Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Booyah! It's the one fish that you want to hunt for this time of year. He was just hanging on the bank, grabbed the jig. He's a friggin' pig. Pig! Look at that friggin' tube jig right in his pie hole. Hell yeah! Made the whole trip worth it. Take a look at this pigalicious. 22. Just a friggin' hog. She's a beauty. Tell me that's not a friggin' beauty fish right there. Look at her. She's a monster. Monster. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. And that, folks, is all she wrote. I'm going to take that one for a spin. I know it ain't going to get any better than that. They're hunting that one fish this time of year that typically when the water starts getting a little high, cold, stained, they hug the bank. And if you are lucky enough to whip one right in front of their pie hole, and they will do it. I'm going to try the last cast magic here. Just for that one, I'll just show you guys what I did in case anyone cares. You're probably all smarter than me with fishing anyway, but I cast out in the middle, let it swing all the way back around. Both these fish I've got today, they're not chasing it. I'm actually just kind of holding it in the current and giving it a couple pops once it gets all the way down and through. So I just think these fish are opportunistic at this point in time. If you were going to get one, you probably got to get it right in front of it. They're not going to go chasing it clear across the river if they see it. However, if you swing it in front of their nose and give them that little weird twitch, I think they have an opportunity to eat in their little pie brain, or they just, natural strike kind of instinct. But either way, hell, what a good fishing trip today. Hope you all get out here before the water gets too high and nasty.